Okay, welcome back. Welcome back. I would like to apologize for the last bout in terms of audio. I had it on the wrong setting. You know, this is kind of a work in progress still. We have Virgilijus Stapulions in the black and gray, and we have Cesar Vila in the black and white.
From Austin, Texas, he brings a pro mark that includes 8 wins, 4 by knockout with 3 losses. Would you please welcome Cesar Vila? His opponent on my left, with the black belt for silver, weighing in at 154 1/2 pounds. From Lithuania, training out of the Robert Garcia Boxing Academy. His professional record includes 24 wins, 17 by knockout with 3 losses and 1 draw. Would you please welcome Virgilius, the Terminator Stapulions.
Virgilius Stapulions comes to us with a record of 24-3 and 17 KOs. Cesar Vila's coming in with 8 wins, 3 losses, and 4 knockouts. Okay, Chuck, I got a question for you. We're in Orange County. How in the world does a guy from Lithuania and a guy from Brooklyn end up fighting here?
Well, basically, it's all about the promoters and who these guys are working with and their management and their teams. And yeah, basically, I mean, that speaks for itself. Not to mention here in Southern California, I mean, we got a wealth of fight fans here and people that love to watch boxing. So it's only right for some of these top talent to come here.
Lithuania is a long way to go, and something tells me Cesar Vila is going to give him a real California welcome by way of Brooklyn, New York.
Well, right now it looks like Lithuania's shooting that jab, kind of feeling out each other right now. Okay, nice counter.
Duran Hill just posted that the camera's wrong. Can you expand on that more? We want more feedback. Is the aspect ratio not right? Let us know.
Nice body shot.
You know, these guys have 8 rounds, which goes back to something we were talking about in the last bout. They have more time for that feeling out process. That was an incredible body shot, actually.
That was a very nice body shot. He's definitely looking for a big shot to land here.
The Cherry Mama has asked if we can speak up a little bit, and Cherry Mama, we're going to accommodate that. Cesar Vila countering well here.
You know, kind of to go. You know, sometimes guys with lighter skin they mark up a little bit easier, and as you can see, from Lithuania, he's already got a little bit of swelling under his left eye. It's marked up. It's a little bit red. It's kind of the downfalls of having lighter skin sometimes fighting. That doesn't mean he's hurt or anything, but you can see he's already looking more marked up than who do we have here?
It also makes one wonder about the level of competition that Stapulions was fighting in Lithuania. I mean, you know, you come to America, you're having fighters that are a bit more seasoned a lot of times. Not all the time, but some, you know, generally.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. You know, sometimes, you know, when it's New York, California, I mean, we are the fight mecca. Well, that was a very nice right. Right here at the end of the round. Look, he'll survive. Looks like he's going to survive here.
Well, one thing we learned from that first round is that Stapulions is coming forward, and he's coming to knock out Vila. One thing Vila showed us was he is pretty damn durable, because he got hit with some wicked body shots, wicked head shots, and he looks pretty good. I mean, he looks like he's taking some, you know, a few shots, but overall he looks pretty darn good.
Yeah, I mean, you know, just here's the thing. I mean, when you look at it on paper, I mean, Stapulions, he's 24-3-1, 17 knockouts. He's got a ton of fights. Cesar Vila, he's 8-3 with 4 knockouts. I mean, you know, obviously the experience on a professional level goes to Stapulions, but I mean, you can never count out some of these other guys. I mean, just because you don't have as many fights, you can't always count them out. But you know.
Oh, and the same goes. It was like Freddie Pendleton, the old fighter from like the 90s. He had like a 16-24 record.
Yeah.
He was a great fighter.
Yeah, you can never count a guy out just because he has losses, or just because he doesn't have as many fights. You can't count him out. I mean, it looks like he's still hungry. He was dazed in that last round, but you know, looks like he's freshened up between rounds here.
Stapulions sticking out that jab. At this point, it seems it's about creating openings and opportunities.
Yeah, I definitely agree. It looks like he kind of stumbled him a little bit there. I definitely agree. He's got a beautiful jab. He's shooting it out. He's putting out that feeler as far as lining up, you know, his right. But yeah, I mean, he's definitely got a nice jab, and he's utilizing it tonight. Oh, that was a nice jab.
You know, and back to what you said so many times at Fight Club OC. We are broadcasting live from the Hangar. So many times, you know, here you come in and there'll be like a big ticket fighter fighting like a local fighter from Santa Ana, and that local fighter from Santa Ana ends up giving either winning the fight or giving such a credible performance. It just goes to show it doesn't matter where someone's from. If they can fight, they can fight.
Yep, I agree with you on that. It's definitely you know, these guys that step in the ring, I don't care what their records are, who they are. These guys that step in the ring have a fighter's heart, and you know, my hat's off to anybody that steps in this ring. You know, I don't care what their record looks like. It's a tough sport. Oh, nice right. Yep. Vila's definitely hurt right now.
I was going to say that, you know, whenever a fighter dips like that, that's sort of the tell. I mean, if a fighter dips or if they smile, that for me, and I think for obviously the fighter in the ring, is kind of a tell.
Oh, right behind the ear. He's going down.
Wow.
Yeah, this is going to be over.
What was the punch that caught him behind the ear?
It looked like it was a right hand right behind the ear. Up. He's up. Let's see. I don't think he's going to last much longer, guys. Let's see what happens here.
Stapulions, I should say. Don't want to confuse him with George Stephanopoulos. Back with the jab.
Definitely a tough guy. You know, but here's the thing. I mean, being tough doesn't always win fights. I mean, you know,
in some ways can actually be more of a hindrance.
Oh yeah, yeah, they're gonna. Yeah, I mean, he's at this point he's just in survival mode right now. He's hurt.
And my question is, what do you think's going through Vila's mind? I mean, he's this guy jumping on him. Is he just trying to get him off him? Is he looking for openings? I mean, what is he thinking?
He's definitely trying to survive right now, and he just did. He made it through the second round, and geez, that was amazing. He was hurt bad. Yeah, you can tell how he's kind of walking back to his corner right now. He's not all there. Let's see if he.
In between rounds, I think, to see if he's. Oh, it's over.
Yep. Yeah,
it's over.
Hurt. Yeah, he definitely was hurt bad. He was rocked. You could see him going back to the corner. I mean, see, he was still kind of had a little stumble going on here, but yeah, I mean, the guy's definitely tough, but again, like the end especially.
And Stapulions has Robert Garcia in his corner, and let's be honest, you have a person like Robert Garcia in your corner, you have some juice behind you.
Most definitely.
So that was, I believe, was it a third round knockout or a second? Because
they're going to consider it a third round.
Because the bell.
Because the second round was over, and it was going to be going into the third round. Yeah, you know, it's kind of weird how that happened or how that works, but yeah, I mean, as soon as that bell rings, technically now we're into the third. So, yeah, I mean, I couldn't tell exactly who stopped it, if it was the doctor or his corner, or if the fighter retired or not. But, you know, either way, guys, he was definitely hurt. And, you know, there was really no need for him to continue. Stapulions was all over him, and, I mean, it wasn't going to end pretty.
You know what? I think I'm going to go up top, and I'm going to get Mike Hart giving us So here we are. That was a third round stoppage in favor of Stapulions. He fights in the black and white trunks. Cesar Vila, game, but just ultimately outmatched. Gringo, my fellow commentator at Gringo with the green bag, what did you think of this contest?
I don't know, man. I was just anticipating some action, shooting the action like I do, trying to warm up my trigger finger. But this guy's the real deal, man. I can't pronounce his name right now because I didn't do much research on this fight. Stapulions. Look out for this guy. I know he's from Lithuania. Those guys produce some bad boys.
He's got Robert Garcia, so
you can't go wrong.
Robert Garcia, you probably have some juice.
That's right. Tell him to challenge Brandon Rios. We want to see one more fight, Brandon. Come on.
Well, as we know, that was a third round knockout in favor of Stapulions. We're giving it to Mike Hart.
Referee, ladies and gentlemen, referee Thomas Taylor. On the advice of the ringside position, this fight is stopped at the end of the second round. Your winner by TKO, Virgilijus, the Terminator, Stapulions.
So thank you very much. We will be back with another fight very, very soon from Fight Club OC. We're going to be here all night. We got 9 bouts. Thank you very much for tuning in, and we'll see you soon.